Right, so changing the headlights today because these have gone like that. Now, when I bought these, they were clear. After a couple of years, they went like this. I've sanded them, painted them. Big mistake. I'll never paint clear on lights again. You got to keep sanding them back and painting them. And it gets to a certain point where it's just scratches. It's, you know, paint it all looks good when it's wet. Even when it's clear coat, it all looks good when it's wet, and when it dries, it just becomes crap. So I'll never put clear on lights again. And this one's not as bad, but still not good. So putting new ones on, and I'm going to spray some stuff on them as well. Hopefully the new ones with the spray last longer. I'll show you the spray I'm talking about when the new lights are on. I wanted to show you how to take the lens out, like I did once before in a different video when the next door neighbour's dog was barking all the time. Somebody commented about that, but there's nothing I can do about the dog. Was basically undo the bolt here, inside, and not this one here, but behind, where you can't see it, but you can easily feel it. And with a spanner, I could get in there and undo that one. And that's fine. I could do that one right now if I wanted to, that way. Problem is, this side here, I've got a cooler in, I've got some wiring harness and everything I've added, and it's not so easy to get to the one on that side anymore. So I'm going to drop the bumper bar and get to the lights properly. So I have to, I'm not going to disconnect my bar, but just untape that and unplug it. And I'm going to have to jack the car up to take the wheels off, to be able to remove this cover and get access to the bolts on the other side so I can get the bumper bar off. Right, so I've got the beam light disconnected. I've got my foggies disconnected. They're all just BP connected. I don't have my stands with me, and so as a safety precaution, putting the wheels underneath there. Some people like to put them up there. I like to put them underneath here. I'd much rather save everything that's in there rather than the rims if it was to come down. So that should be fine though. Putting faith in a jack is not a good idea, but I'm not going under the car, I'm just next to the car. So the next part is removing these here so I can get access. Also, there's normally a splash guard underneath the front there that you have to take off with all these little plastic clips as well. I never put one back on, so I don't have to worry about that. I should have, but I left it off for so long that it got moved around and got damaged, and I've got to track down another one and totally forgot all about it, so that's my bad. Okay, so that's easy enough off. 13mm on both sides, undo that. And 2 Phillips heads in the center, and she just slid straight off, so really easy to get that off. More of a pain in taking the wheels off. Now I can get access to an extension to that 10mm that's in there, and you'll see I'll show you in there if I can. I can't tell if the camera can see that or not, but there's a 10mm in there that you can reach. I was talking about at the beginning, so you don't have to take the bumper bar off, but yeah, in this case she's off. There you go. Once you get that 10mm off that's down there I was talking about, and also don't forget to undo the 10mm that's behind here, both sides. That comes out. Now I can put the new one in. I didn't unplug it before getting it out. I got it out to this point here first, and then I unplugged it because these are all long enough. Okay, so the bottom one's the old one, top one's the new one. Everything's the same. I've swapped that over from here because there's nothing wrong with the one on my car, and I'm not going to cut the harness and put a plug on it just to have this. H4 bulb, swap straight over. The H1 bulb, it doesn't come with the mount, so you have to swap over the mount. So obviously that's the connection it's going to fit onto. And yeah, other than that, everything's the same, so good to go. Okay, so I wanted to know why the light wouldn't sit right here. So this is where you got to suss things out. Things have got to sit right. If they don't sit right, just think I'll force it up and fix it up later. Find out why. So having a look in here, and I can see I haven't done any damage to the wire, but right there, see how I've pinched a wire in place there with the 10mm, so that's why the light's not sitting right. So I just have to back off that 10mm, get that wire out and tighten it back up again. So just be mindful of things like that. Don't try and force things. So lights are in, they look excellent, and this is the stuff I was talking about. Super cheap, recommend spraying this stuff on on your headlights once a year, and give it 2 coats, and that should protect your lights. And I've already given it 1 coat. Better work for the price of it. That's 2 coats, both sides. And it clears right up. So that should be about it. Alrighty, so I'll do a bit of nighttime driving to give you a look, and then finish up the video. And just show you, this is what the lights look like on the road of a night time. Kind of a weird pattern. With the plenty of light with the high beam on, but it just looks funny on low beam. And the lights I had before this one looked like that as well, and I thought that I damaged them with the HID globes. But I've just got your standard halogen on these ones, and I don't know, that's probably the way it's meant to be. It just looks funny to me. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.